Welcome to the silliest thing I saw this week. My name is Dave Pyper, and I am the one who procures the silliest things I saw from this week in the NFL. We are presented by Viori, makers of the most comfortable clothing on the planet. Click on the link in the description or go to vioriclothing.com/Harris for 20% off your first purchase. Or you can wait until later in the show where my wife shows off her Viori, and maybe you can get some good ideas for some gifts this year. Thank you, Viori. One of the silliest things I saw this week might have been a rookie quarterback yelling at a top-tier veteran wide receiver. Here it is on 3rd and 8, and Will Levis is trying to push the ball down the field and overthrows DeAndre Hopkins out of bounds. Hopkins looks back and sees this, so he points to the ground like, hey, you threw it out of bounds. And that gets Levis really fired up. Levis seems to be motioning like, run inside here, but you threw it outside. You threw the ball out of bounds, so I don't really know what he's getting at. The conversation continues to the sideline, and Hopkins looks unbelievably calm while Levis seems a bit more heated. It seems a little crazy to me that a rookie quarterback would take on a veteran receiver of such a high caliber. But this wasn't the craziest thing Levis was a part of in this game. Later in the first quarter, Levis drops back to pass, and as he's hit, the ball flies out and is intercepted by Julian Blackmon. And when Blackmon gets up, for some reason, he just lets go. He just lets go of the ball. Look, he's not even using this arm to get up. He just lets go of the ball. And because the universe makes absolutely no sense, Levis recovers the fumble. Somehow, the second that this ball came out of Levis's hand, he ran through the offensive line, shoved Blackmon, and falls on the ball. I mean, look how proud he is. He may as well scream, "I did it, mommy." Heads up play and a hustle by Levis here might be the craziest play of the season. I got a great celebration for you guys this week. I'm sure if you haven't seen it yet, it comes from the best in the game right now, Tyreek Hill. He goes long here for 6, and we get the first ever Rollercoaster celebration. I'm glad they added the safety bar. Player safety is paramount. Evidently, Hard Knocks caught these guys planning it out earlier this week, so it's pretty cool to see these guys putting it together. One thing I stumbled upon for making this clip was this little interaction. Here, Quan Martin is caught talking to his teammates about Tyreek's insane speed. He must be saying something like, he does the shuffle and then he's gone. Yeah, it made me chuckle a little bit. My Cleveland Browns faced off against the LA Rams out by Chris, and we had some hilarity in this game, let me tell you. We got to see some sad Browns fans. We even got to see Kareem Abdul-Jabbar eating this wing while the couple next to him tried to make him sick with a little drop of PDA. How about this silly play where Elijah Moore going deep down the field, and there's a question about whether or not Moore was inbounds on the landing. It's called a catch on the field, and the Rams think differently, so McVay challenges. It kind of looks like his hip or butt lands out of bounds, but it's hard to tell. Dean Blandino comes on and says this to Kevin Kugler and Mark Sanchez.
Like one knee, one cheek will also equal 2 feet, right, Dean?
I don't want to bring up anything about cheeks and butts with Mark. I don't want to do it. Sorry.
It's not worth it.
Yeah, that's Dean saying he doesn't want to talk about butts around Mark. I love a butt fumble reference. But not to be outdone by Dean, John Hussey gives this awesome explanation after the challenge.
39% in his career.
Prior to the receiver's leg hitting out of bounds, his butt cheek hit inbound.
It's definitely the first time I've heard butt cheek on a broadcast before. Hussey plays it straight too. I'm not sure how you don't laugh saying this out loud. And that wasn't the only thing that made me laugh in this game. One of my favorite players, Myles Garrett, was having more helmet problems. Just before the half, Garrett gets hung up here with Jefferson, and you can see Jefferson's like, I didn't do anything. Garrett seems to have a bit of a history with helmets, and maybe someone should look into this. Each and every silliest thing I saw this week is sponsored by Viori. Viori is the reason this show happens. Viori makes some of the most comfortable activewear on the planet. I begged my wife to show off some of her digs, and here she is. Here she is wearing her Sedona Crew with the Miles ankle pant. These are the pants that she wore throughout her pregnancy, and she says they're incredibly comfortable, and what she's really into now that she has her body back is this Halo Performance hoodie paired with the Studio Pocket leggings. She's feeling great, and if I do say so myself, looking great too. If you want to check out comfortable clothing, or if you're looking for a perfect gift for your lady this holiday season, check out vioriclothing.com/Harris for 20% off your first order. That way you can save some bucks, and it will let Viori know that we sent you. Also, can't thank Viori enough for sponsoring my shows as well as making my wife so unbelievably comfortable.
You want more, don't you? You deserve more.
I think I'm going to have to agree with Pacino on this one. You guys do deserve more, and more you will have. The Patriots had another rough Sunday, and rookie punter Bryce Behringer had it rough himself when he took this shot from Chris Board. He just gets laid out on the return going for the tackle. That's no flop, but if you want to see a flop, here's Christian McCaffrey taking one of the bigger flops I've seen this season. I can hear LeBron salivating at this level of flop. And what makes this great is Fletcher Cox does kind of throw CMC, but CMC launches himself into the air looking for the penalty, and head official Alex Kemp is literally shaking his head as McCaffrey is flying through the air. They have a good laugh, and I think Kemp whispers something like, "Come on, man, I wasn't born yesterday." And that will do it for another Silliest Thing. I appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you all next week.
Thanks so much for watching. Please, please, please smash that like button, write a comment, tell us who else you'd like to see us review film on, and of course, best of all, please subscribe to our channel and then click that little bell above the subscribe button and you'll be notified whenever we post a new video.